Yeah, it's me. You're probably wondering how I got here. Well, it all started a few seasons ago when the old king bit the dust and all his nobles, including yours truly, wanted to take a spot on the throne. However, unlike my adversaries, I was tactile, ruthless, and cunning. I took care of my people, and in return, they had my back through the toughest of battles which brought me to kingdomhood. Now sit and witness the tale of my rise to the throne. Lords of the Realm 2 is one of those old school computer games that I feel like doesn't get enough credit. It's one of the more unsung heroes of early computer gaming. Its concept is very simple. You and 4 other nobles battle it out to determine who gets the throne. You win by either conquering all the counties or by eliminating all your rivals. But while you're working on developing your armies to invade your opponent's counties, you need to manage your own counties and your own people on top of that. And this is where things get a little bit more complex. Each town is different and you have to manage resources, food supply, population numbers, overall happiness of your people. There can be droughts, floods, wolf attacks, cow bonanzas. This game was well thought out to make a solid game loop, but don't just take my word for it. I'll let the game speak for itself.
So it looks like our starting county here is the good old county of Lotharingia. I definitely pronounced that right. People seem kind of happy, you know, not too bad, not too bad. We have 435 people. There's no tax. That will change immediately because we need the money. So as you can see over here on the map, we got my opponents, the Baron, the Bishop, the Countess, and the Knight. So these are the other nobles that I'm going to have to absolutely demolish throughout the course of this venture. All look smug. I think I could take these guys out with one pinky tied behind my back. Guys and gal, of course. Can't leave out the Countess. Okay, it's been a few seasons. We've gotten a few more people than what we had before, and happiness still seems pretty solid. Nobody's really done anything. We're all just kind of chilling out in our territories, but I've let a few seasons go by to try and rack in some more money so we can afford an army. And it looks like we got some mercenaries hanging out at the town center, so let's check that out and see what that's all about. 200 Danish swordsmen. 5,500 crowns to hire and 100 crowns per season. Well, yeah, I can't afford these guys. What are these guys doing around here? Alright, well, I guess can't do anything about that. I guess we just sit around and twiddle our thumbs till we can amass an army, I suppose. Town management isn't really that difficult. You got your cow maids up here to keep an eye on the cows and make sure they're doing what they need to. You got your blacksmith down here that's making new weapons and stuff. You got the woodsman out here chopping down wood, making sure we got a supply of that. And actually, I think I'm going to toss a guy up here so that way we got the iron mill working, we get a little supply of iron. So over here on this side, you get an idea of the stats or production that each county has. So like for us in Lotharingia, by next season we'll get 9 more cows than what we already have. We'll produce 72 more wood, 19 more iron, and 4 bows. So these numbers might seem a bit small right now, but the more people we get into our county, these are going to shoot up dramatically. But it's all about economy management. That's what this game is. It's military tactics and economy management. So you have to be kind of a guru at both to make sure everybody's happy, and you end up being the greatest noble who ever lived. Okay, I'm going to do something a little bit risky. We've waited a few seasons. People have we got a bit more people in our county. I'm going to amass a little army and maybe try and branch out and see if I can take one of these counties. Now, judging by the town center here in Swabia, I would reckon they're not as developed as Arles is here. So these people might be a little bit more hard to take over, but I think we could probably take over Swabia and claim that as a county of our own. At least before the Baron does, because he's right here on top of it. And it doesn't look like he's doing too well developmentally either. So I'd say let's make a small army, and let's see if we can take Swabia and kind of increase our rule a little bit. And of course, by increasing our rule, I mean we get more tax advantages. Alright, my brave soldiers. Advance forward. We go onward to conquer.
Your violation of our borders is an outrage. You will pay for these bully boy tactics.
they don't seem to be too happy that I'm coming in to invade their county. We'll see about that. So you only get so many spaces for your army to be able to move, so I'm just right here outside of the county. So next season I should be able to invade. We'll see what happens. Oh! Well, all of a sudden they're a little bit more developed now. That was quick. I'm not honestly so sure if I want to try invading. Okay, before we get to here, let's check on my county. How's everyone doing here? Oh, we got mercenaries here. Who's here?
A band of Scottish mercenaries is available for hire, my lord.
Oh, 100 Scottish pikemen. 1,800 crowns to hire, so I can't afford them. But 50 crowns for seasonal wages? Oh, that's expensive. What's my finances looking? Tax revenues of 188 crowns. Total army wages, 46. That'd be about 100 by the time I hire those mercenaries. Alright, I'm going to risk it for the biscuit here. I'm not going to make any more of my people here soldiers, but I am going to hire the Scottish pikemen, which essentially means we're broke. And as far as tax wages coming in, oh, that's not as bad as I thought it was, actually. We're still broke, though. But these guys should help out a little bit as... Yeah, whatever. As far as strength in our numbers go. Excuse me, you're supposed to link up here. Yes. Alright.
This is one of your armies.
A little bit of a stronger army. Let's see if we can... Oh, come on. I combined the army and I can't move them to invade the county. I have to wait a season. Alright, fine. We'll wait a season. Alright, it's the next season. Everything's looking good back in... Well, besides our cows getting a little sparse, but if we spread out the cows, looking much better. So, everything's looking good here back in the home county. Let's expand our rule. Alright. It looks like they have 163 peasants, 60 archers. It's about a fair fight, but I think I got this. Will you take the field? Yes. Okay. Basic strategy. We keep the hired mercenaries at the forefront of our attack army. Mostly because they cost the most, so if they perish, I'm not as concerned, really. And then we keep the archers protected at all cost. Let's see what our enemy's doing. So they got their archers exposed out here in this crevice, but here's all their peasants. So I'm thinking if we can move in our army somewhere up here and have them attack the archers, they won't be able to shoot their arrows because they'll be too busy with hand-to-hand combat, and then we can pull in our archers to just take out the rest of the peasants, because the peasants aren't very strong. Compared to pikemen and swordsmen, the peasants are not strong at all. So let's try that. So let's move these guys over to this area of the map, and our archers not too far behind them. Alright, I guess there's nothing left to do but set out for a charge. Pikes and swords. Take out these archers. Come on, come on. Excellent. Okay, let's get these archers going forward. Ooh. The peasants are coming through for the other side. Don't let them get to the archers. Alright. Yes! The battle is won! Alright, looks like we only lost a couple swordsmen, a few pikemen, no archers, so that's good. And now we have a new county to our name. Fantastic. Look at that, Swabia. And it looks like they're a grain county because they're relying on harvests, so that'll be good if we have Lethargia as our cow place and Swabia is more of our grain area. I think that'll fare pretty well for us. But the best part is, now we get more seasonal taxes. Except for these guys are being taxed 8%, and obviously they don't like that. So I'm a benevolent ruler here, so I'm gonna lower it down to a little 4%. So I like bringing in the income, but I also understand people got to live too, I guess. Oh, okay. The Baron's army disappeared up here. I'm guessing he tried to use that same army to conquer this territory, and he must have lost. Interesting. Well, so far the Baron and I seem to be on decent terms, so I'm not necessarily worried about him turning an army on me, but I guess maybe we could send him a compliment and perhaps get in his good graces so he won't attack me. That would be ideal. Okay, so the AI responses are probably one of my favorite things about this game. So we're going to send a compliment to the Baron, and I don't want to send something cheesy like, hey, we should be buddies, or hey, we should be friends. You got to get with the times, alright? You got to add some these and thys and thous in here. Thy beard is of the most highest of quality. Even thou mightiest dwarf would beg to have but a sliver of thou face locks. Alright, looks good to me. Let's see if he responds well to it. So he won't respond until next season, so hopefully he'll want to be our friend, because, I mean, come on. That was top tier compliment.
You think far too highly of me, my noble friend. Methinks your flowery words reach too many ears.
Okay, but what do you mean by that? So are we friends now? Are we bros? Are thou consider us brethren? Yeah. Whatever. Just come under my rule. Don't pose a threat. Ooh. Quite a few more, but surely we got this. Come on. Oh. How dare. You're the last one remaining. Alright. Let's exact some revenge here. He didn't get too far. He didn't get too far after that.
I don't like how they always look so sad after we conquer them. I mean, come on, I come into a county, I conquer it, I immediately lower taxes. Like, come on, how can you not like me as your king? Ah, yes, all my hard work completely paid off. I mean, come on, who did you expect? The Countess? The Knight? The Baron? The Bishop? Ha! None are better. And thus concludes the tale of the rise of the greatest king this realm has ever seen. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to feed my...